Also, well, I know when we're gonna start, it's immediately going to go to Stanislaus and Siobhan, but eventually I would like to interrogate the prisoner.
We can
It's
do
gonna
that.
go into a combat scene
We can
potentially.
do that. I just realized I had
That
my
sounds
mic.
like a secondary.
I just realized I
crime.
had my mic unmuted this entire time while I had the thing in my streaming soon, so everyone had to hear my part of the conversation.
That's amazing.
So hello, people. Welcome to episode 3 of Rime of the Frostmaiden. I forgot the name of the module for a second. I have tentatively, probably added an extra little one there, named this episode I Am the Law, because we have some confrontation between a lawful good paladin and a not lawful good rogue. Warlock. I don't know why I said rogue.
I'm the rogue.
So, but yeah, we left off last week. The man that they're hunting down, that is a alleged killer. Though I think he kind of admitted he was said killer.
He didn't flat out say it though, did he?
He didn't say it, but he very heavily alluded.
To at least one of them.
By a human by the name of Sephek Cautionnerds. But he kind of just turned himself into you guys. He's like not hiding anything. He's like, go ahead, take me.
Entirely unconcerned with anything we might try and do.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
His only like stipulations was when the giant Warforged tried to bear hug him. He was like, nah, we ain't doing that shit.
Did he like misty step out of that?
Yes.
Okay, he did
Okay.
sometime.
I
Yeah.
think it like teleported. Oh, right, but there was a mist. You're right.
Yeah. Mist formed up around him, and then he was not
Yeah.
there.
I wonder how many times you can do that a day.
Hey, you don't know.
Max, I would say max would be 4, right?
Well, he's done it.
It
Twice.
probably operates on the power of plot, so I wouldn't go testing it.
Our plot.
He has that plot armor. But after everyone had kind of gone to sleep for the night with their prisoner in tow, because they were up and about for about 17 hours almost,
Yeah.
and had to deal with a Yeti at one point.
Run away from a Yeti.
That's still dealing with it in a way, shape, or form.
Why do you keep saying a Yeti?
Two.
Two Yetis.
Multiple Yetis. Giant multiple Yetis at that. So I will be, touche, good sir.
I mean, technically, we didn't really do anything to the Yetis, and the Yetis didn't do anything to us.
That's because it got distracted by a illusion corpse and another Yeti.
Thank goodness.
But we ended the session with Siobhan wanting to go and have a chat, quote unquote, with the woman in charge of the trading caravan that Sephek was employed by, and a one Stanislaus pretty much going, nah, son, you ain't doing shit. And that's kind of where we fade in on scene. With I think it was Siobhan was just decided to sit directly across from him and just stare at him, right? Yeah.
Yeah, sounds about right.
So yeah, you guys are kind of having a stare down right now.
Are we gonna be able to roll to see who falls asleep first? That would be fun, and that would end us pretty quickly.
I mean, you probably be,
At some point, that might possibly happen,
yeah.
but I certainly don't have the patience for that. So, after about 5 minutes, unless you do something first, I'm going to do something.
Okay. I'm not gonna do anything. I'll be fair about that. So.
Okay. So after about 5 minutes of just staring at him, getting progressively more pissed off, I'll just say, fine, fuck it, and go back inside.
Great.
That was easy.
No, that was a letdown. Not gonna lie.
Then I'm gonna start, rifling through the shelves, looking for. Is there anything in here in this abandoned building? Probably not.
That's
I'm
right.
gonna
You
look
guys
anyway.
refused to go back into The siblings refused to let you into their household, I believe.
I mean, he is a
I
magic
mean, with
murderer.
a prisoner,
I
yeah,
know.
who's killed someone.
Yeah. All right. Roll me.
We did try to make this comfortable though. We did try to search for firewood, right? We got some firewood.
Yeah.
There's fire going. And
Okay.
I'm-
We
Yeah.
got some shit going.
We try to make the space comfortable.
But yeah.
Find
what are
some
you looking
hay
for
or
in this
straw to lay
big
down
household
on.
there, Siobhan?
Say what?
What are you looking for? You rifling through.
Is there
stuff.
food here?
Food?
Didn't we just eat, technically?
I mean, yeah, you
He
did.
I
didn't.
mean, we ate at the Blue Clan.
Yeah.
Did you-
Yeah, we had a giant ass fucking trout.
And some chowder. Well, I didn't have anything, but you guys had chowder.
Yeah, it was a lot.
What was
of
it called again? Like it was called like a knucklehead trout.
Knucklehead trout.
I need to look this up, see what it looks like.
I mean, I can probably give you a handout of it. Hold on. I got handouts for like every fucking creature.
That's a lot of handouts.
Oh, you have no idea. Or every creature.
That
that's
thing
in
is
this
gross,
in the
and
module.
it doesn't look anything like a trout.
Ready? Here's what a knucklehead trout looks like.
Oh, wow.
Weird is very like.
Yeah, you had one of those.
That looks like a baleen whale.
I mean, I think they can be up to like 5 or 6 feet. Probably.
Okay.
Actually, I think on average. But yeah. If you're trying to want to find food and whatnot in here, roll me investigation.
Didn't we just eat though?
I mean, he wanted to.
There's breakfast in the morning. Plans for that.
Yeah, roll
Alright,
me
well,
investigation. You can probably find some very stale like crackers and type shit like that. Oops. But nothing.
Gross.
Anything that would have been or anything that's perishable has definitely perished.
Yeah, that tracks.
Anything that and most of the stuff that was non-perishable foods were like probably already rifled through and taken by other people in town, and kind of left you with like all like,
Actually-
no one wants to like. He's like Ovaltine. Who the fuck wants Ovaltine? You got like shit like that.
Okay,
What's
that,
Ovaltine?
that also
Ovaltine is a
tracks.
very bad chocolate milk powder.
Oh.
But the real thing I'm looking for is back doors or windows.
There's definitely windows.
Okay. Is
As
there
for
a back door to make it easy?
I mean, there probably is. But either way, you at the very least you have windows.
Okay, I'm going to attempt to stealthily open a back window across from the front of the house where Stanislaus is camping and sneak out.
All right, roll me stealth.
Go, fire emblem.
So, would I be in view of this so I'd be able to apply my passive? I don't know. I think he's just
roll
gonna.
pretty shitty.
Yeah,
I think everyone would know.
I think
Maybe?
anyone that's still.
I made a bit of noise going through.
So I'm the only one that would know.
I mean, no. If you're awake, you
I have Sentry's Rest. I'm always awake.
then
I'm just-
yes. If your passive is higher than an 8, you notice this.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay. Do I know? I only hear the sound. Am I in the line of sight?
Who do you want to play?
Because I'm kind of just sitting like 10 feet across from the
He
prisoner.
never went to a room. He never specified he went to a different room. He just said he went to a window in the back of the house. Since this is just shanty, it's essentially one room.
Yeah.
I would assume.
You can definitely if you look if you want to, yeah, you can see him.
Okay, well, I'm gonna just slowly stand up and peek and see who if it's someone that I know or who it is.
Oh no, he's inside, like trying to open the window and go out.
Oh, so I just immediately see it's him.
Yeah,
Should I even ask?
Okay, so
that's up to you.
There's a lot of like
No, I'm
background
talking-
noise. Like
Oh.
it's like someone has a conversation going on. I don't know who that is, but
I don't know. Give me a sec.
I don't know.
it was just making me hard. Like I couldn't hear you guys, and I was like, "Who's in the background?" I apologize.
Sorry, there's someone in the kitchen. I didn't realize.
Okay, no, totally.
You're fine. But I want to ask him. Should I even ask?
It's up. To
Also,
you.
Siobhan's
No,
a
I'm-
girl.
Oh, you're asking.
Oh,
me. Okay.
Y'all
I'm
keep,
asking
y'all keep
her.
saying him. Siobhan's a girl.
I'm asking her in character. Should I even ask? It's just
Okay, so you know Bunster, right?
I can see you.
Does Siobhan just shrug?
Oh,
Know which direction you input, you get a
What?
different special.
Were you sneaking out in the middle of the night? May I ask?
Grab. Triggers or bumpers or
hi.
grab.
What do you want?
To know where you're going?
Scissors.
I have a
Shield.
plan. Well, not really a plan. I have no idea.
So someone's blocking.
Okay, well,
So if someone's
we may at least know where you're
blocking,
going.
how does this?
The inn.
Are you going to
And then
the head boss woman, right?
Yeah.
what you're essentially so the B button.
Wait,
is
do you have a
safe.
plan when you
B
get there? Or
button
you're
is
just going to
safe.
wing it.
Yeah.
N sig, F sig.
Do you want backup?
There's N sig.
Absolutely
F sig,
fucking
F
not.
sig.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna keep watch of the prisoner. I'm not gonna lie, but so if they ask in the morning, I will to say. But I assume you already know that.
I'll be back.
Okay.
Quick as a jiff. Nobody will notice I'm gone. They'll probably be happy I'm gone for a while.
Good luck. And
There.
I'm gonna
There.
sit back down and deactivate or
Is he still
whatever.
even fucking here?
Forward, back.
The
Oh, yeah.
prisoner? Yeah, he's still there.
Yeah.
I'm assuming all of them, everyone else is asleep.
So
I imagine Silsa's asleep.
Normal attack,
Okay.
like heavy.
Well, I'm just gonna sit back down and keep watching the prisoner.
Okay, you can do so. Well, let's see how this works out with a certain Siobhan going into enemy territory.
He's a
They
busy-
die.
Stannis is still sitting in like front to outside, right?
Yep.
Because he refuses to stay inside the house.
Oh, that would be untoward. Can't squat. That's a crime.
I hate all of you.
An
It's the Siobhan show.
An empty
Didn't you
house
know?
is a
That's what we need to
crime.
rebrand this whole stream to be. The Siobhan show, where Siobhan does what they want. Hopefully, you die,
Still,
and we get a new character out of this. Stanislaus
someone
waits
sold me.
patiently.
All right, let's see how this works out. So, you are heading towards the inn, yes.
I mean, do I get outside the general area of the house with
Actually,
Stanislaus
you know what?
noticing?
I want Stanislaus to roll me a perception, just because he is still awake.
I was going to offer to do that, but I didn't want that to be like breaking the fourth wall, like
No,
since you guys
I
talked about
want you
what
to
was
do
going
that
on.
because you are awake.
Okay. I was giving my character the benefit of the doubt. That's how good I am. Let's see, perception check, you said?
I know. I was just rolling to see if like my disadvantage would be good.
Yeah, you definitely hear, like, from sitting outside, you hear a window, like, creak open in the dead of night coming from the house.
Okay. I stopped Siobhan. And then
Okay.
Wait. Was Stanislaus able to spot her right away though?
I mean, with that crit, you definitely know it's coming from the house that you guys are, like, squatting at. So just a quick, like, glance around, like, walk around back. You could probably, like, catch her, like, mid climbing out, like,
I catch her.
Especially because I opened it, had a brief conversation with
Dormark.
I catch her and I ask, shoot,
Dormark.
I need everyone's character's name in their fucking thing, so. Is it Dormac?
Dormark.
Something like that?
Dormark.
Dormark.
Yeah.
Dormark is the automaton, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
That bought the manacles?
Yep.
Mhm.
Yep, I asked Dormark for the manacles.
getting hit.
It's you come back inside and ask me for the manacles.
No, I asked you through the window that Siobhan is currently trying to walk out of. Or crawl out
Oh
of.
my gosh.
Okay.
Shield or
I assume you want them for our tiefling.
You're absolutely right.
You're not fucking touching me with that.
Yeah,
You're absolutely wrong.
Okay, I'm gonna keep the manacles on me and say, I'm not getting in between this. You two talk this out quietly. And
There's clearly no talking. There's clearly no talking. Like, we have tried talking. Everyone has tried talking. Talking does not work. It's either the manacles or the blade.
Manacles or the blade?
For what? Not doing what you fucking want, you piece of shit.
That's pretty
Not-
serious.
It's the law. May Torm judge me.
The law that I can't have a conversation with someone if I want to.
Your conversations have essentially derailed every plan that we've had since going into this, and we've only been doing it.
Excuse
for 17
fucking me. If it wasn't for me, that asshole, and I point through the window to
Sephek.
to Sephek, probably like just sitting comfortably on the couch, not manacled anymore.
I'll say at this point he's awake. And he's just like, when you say this asshole, he's like, hi.
This fucking asshole wouldn't be with us, would he? So it worked out pretty well, didn't it?
We don't really know that. We know that your mistakes have led us down this path. Fortunate mistakes, accidents happen all the time. If there was any reason for you to go talk to this woman, which there isn't, he would have probably given a great indication of whether or not she would even care that he was gone, which he hasn't.
He's like, you never asked.
Does she care that you're gone?
I mean, I'm her bodyguard. She'll care some.
Why would she be without you then? Why was she not with you at the end? Why weren't you with her at the end?
Because the shop's not open
You're her bodyguard.
during business hours.
So wouldn't she already be looking for you? Why would she be back at the inn?
She will be upset when she finds out that I'm not here for work tomorrow.
So do you think it would be a good idea for this guy to go by himself to find her?
I mean, I don't care what you all do. You guys don't seem like to be a good group. I don't know why I agreed to let you take me in.
I'm not sure either. That was really silly.
Is
I mean-
Korlavra awake?
I was gonna say, have they woken up the other two?
Yeah, like, have we woken up at this
I mean,
point? 'Cause
I imagine we would have been.
Look at this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone's
Like-
awake.
Sephek's like,
All
I'm
right.
having second thoughts here. I thought you all were competent, but clearly you're not.
No, we're very dysfunctional right now.
Right now, is this different? Are you functional at other times?
We haven't been given the opportunity.
We're the best of chums. Start climbing back in the window, muttering.
Korlavra is gonna say, while I appreciate the go get 'em attitude that you are, going after Siobhan, maybe we should just rest? And maybe Torgus will find us in the morning. And
Right,
then you
and
can try.
Were you in a room, or is there just literally just one room in this shack?
I think there's just
Is
one
it a
room.
shack? I thought we were in a house.
Hey, you're in a house. It's abandoned, but it's a house.
All right, Korlavra, you seem reasonable. Can we have a conversation?
Sure, of course.
Go in, I'll go into a room with her.
We're never going to see morning, are we?
You won't see
Some of
morning
us
for
aren't.
unless if you finish the
What?
module.
What's morning?
There is no morning. It's forever dark.
We won't see the next day. There,
The
sorry.
next day.
I say, you ain't seeing the sun unless you leave Icewind Dale, son.
Don't we technically get 4 hours of like something
Not
though?
like twilight or like that
Twilight.
dusky mix, I guess.
That's something
Yeah.
for
You can
4
see a peak
hours.
of the sun in the horizon
When does that happen?
from 10 till 2 in the like 10 in the morning, 2 in the afternoon.
Got it.
You get just
Okay.
a little bit of light.
So we go into the other room.
Mm-hmm.
What did you want to talk about, Siobhan?
So I had a fucking plan, right? We have a very limited time when Sephek's not going to come back. So I thought, the cold thing, whatever, and then I cast Armor of Agathis on myself. So, like, ice starts to cover me as, like, a layer of armor. I was going to pose as a new replacement for him, being like, oh, plans have changed. Sephek has to go off and do whatever. I'd have made something fucking up and see if she would have told me more. If she comes here and sees all of us with him, that doesn't fucking work, does it? Because
okay.
Stanislaus also always has to be fucking right about everything. He wouldn't give me a fucking chance.
Do any of us overhear this?
Sounds like a terrible fucking plan.
You're not.
Have
Oh,
you
Would
but
tried to-
Stanislaus be in the house listening to this, though?
Yeah.
I was about to say, do any of us hear this? Like, I'm assuming we can't just like pull up on the door without making a stealth check, but
Silsa's
perception or-
still not fully awake, so she's kind of still like
Yeah, I was about to say, can I
under
make a
the
perception check
covers.
to overhear everything?
I mean, depending on how.
Korlavra's gonna say, the initiative is really good and the plan could work. Did you try and explain this to Stanislaus, or did you just try and go your own way?
I don't need his fucking permission.
It's not about permission, although I do understand wanting to go your own way.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, maybe we try and compromise. And when I say the word compromise, I like cringe because, but Stanislaus seems like he's got a very big stick, if you know what I mean, and not the stick to like beat people with, the other
Big
type of
dick
stick.
energy.
No, not big dick.
No.
Like a stick up the butt.
Surgically implanted.
Yeah. So sometimes you have to placate those type of people in order to like go around them.
I fundamentally disagree.
I understand.
I just want you all to know I love inter-party drama. I'm loving it.
Yeah.
I don't care. I know if one of you as a player is hating this, I am sorry, but me as a DM, I am loving this.
This is hilarious.
Yeah.
I am in love with how this is going as well.
I kind of just want to come in a room and say, "Mommy, Daddy, please stop fighting."
I was about to say, do I get to hear
Mommy.
any of this? Because I want to know if I can hear any of this so I can comment on it. Because it actually sounds like a good idea personally, like out of character. So I want to know if my character would think that was a good idea or even know that it's an idea.
Well, Korlavra, now that she has this information, she's totally gonna like. I'm trying to think of what Korlavra would do in my drug-addled brain.
I understand.
I feel like Korlavra would tell Stanislaus, like, at least some of it.
Don't fucking tell him anything.
We gotta get him off your back if you want to go do your thing.
I mean, it's too late now. I have to wait a fucking another hour before I can do the thing to show
Not going
up.
alone. Even if I was on a quest, I was on a vision quest by Torm to be with this person. Even if I were to agree with the plan, which I don't, they're not going alone.
Did you just burst in the room and say that?
Sure.
I was like, it's like they're having a conversation.
My
happening
God,
in
I'm
the room.
Sid,
right.
I'm
I'm at
stuck
the
with
I'm
you.
at the outside window, and I open the window from the outside to the separate room that they're in. Been like, listen the whole time.
I love
Nobody
this.
gives a fuck what Torm wants. Fuck off, Stanny. I'm having a conversation.
I'm gonna open up the other door and say, okay. I'm gonna open up the actual door and say,
Brian,
this
are
sounds
you
like-
eating popcorn?
I'm eating.
Okay.
I'm eating Booberry, the monster cereal, because I'm out of Count Chocula.
Wow.
Can Korlavra try to persuade why am I Siobhan like to like compromise? Can I try?
Do I hear a little voice in my head that says maybe you should compromise?
I was
Like,
actually
I'm
thinking
gonna-
about the little voice in your head that you should be hearing before we started stream. Like, how am I going to incorporate this?
I'll black it and then bring it back.
Okay, I rolled an 18.
Hold up.
So-
You
On a
also rolled
perception check?
Out of
Oh
persuasion.
shit.
Sorry.
You probably
The
at this
drug.
point, dealing with the fact that you have a paladin.
I rolled a 7.
You probably hear a voice going like, "Maybe you should play nice. You're no good, dead." Hi, cat. Jumping on my computer desk.
So I'll look at Korlavra. I'll look over my shoulder at nothing, scowl, storm out of this room.
You see like a little like floating or like a little something sitting on your shoulder. Everyone else is just saying nothing.
To Korlavra,
is like,
Let me deal with my cat real quick.
whatever, and I'm gonna go to a room that's unoccupied.
okay, Korlavra relays the plan to Stanislaus. Oh, kitty! And says, maybe you could fulfill Torm's vision by going with her, but staying in the shadows.
Is her nair.
Oh, wow.
So you could keep an eye on her?
Is our law-bound man even good at staying in the shadows?
By the way,
That's why I didn't want him fucking going.
Well, we're stuck with me. This was the whole reason why we were here together. We got a vision. I got a vision from Torm to be with you. You have an angel on your shoulder that you're trying your damnedest to ignore. And we are here now, and we are stuck together, happy or not. But screw it. Why not? Stanislaus is becoming indifferent about this whole thing. If this guy wants to go die, if this woman wants to go die, let them.
Okay. I will go with them as like a middle person, which I don't know how Korlavra has taken this role on, because she was supposed to be like the silent person in the back, and now all of a sudden she's like the mediator.
She's gonna get the parents to stop arguing.
Yeah.
She's the older sibling that's like, please, just please stop fighting.
Well, either way, I would need to take a short rest to get a spell back, which gives me enough time to cool off, which might just make me fall asleep. So there's that.
We could say a short rest happened, like, kind
No,
of.
well, because I
During
cast the
all of
spell
this.
as part of my explaining.
During
it to
all that
Korlavra.
happened.
Oh.
I need a whole nother hour.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
And I would also like to question our prisoner to see if he would give up any more information.
Go for it.
I'm assuming I'm assuming everyone else is like done now, for the most part. I can see our Tiefling, she's going to go rest for an hour. Stanislaus has given up, and Korlavra is going to go with, and Silsa's just still past like almost half asleep.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm gonna go up to our prisoner. I'm not gonna go up. I'm gonna go walk up to the prisoner and just see if he's awake. I'm assuming he is.
I mean, he was definitely woken up during all this. He was talking to you guys through the window.
And he's just stayed up to watch the shit show.
Like this, if this is all just finished happening, yeah, he's still awake.
So I'm gonna say, how long have you been able to do the ice thing? And also, I'm gonna make an insight check for this entire conversation.
Ooh. Hold on. Where's my script box? Because the cat's trying to do stupid shit. So he tells you, I've been able to do that since, as long as I can remember. What's the word I'm looking for? I was blessed by, Orville herself. I was born on the Midsummer.
And so, you think at least that our tiefling over here has also been blessed by her?
Are you talking about the tiefling?
Yeah.
I can tell when
She
someone else
seems-
has been given her gift.
Has she?
Yeah, the grabs are also really good.
Not the same. I'm safe to assume she doesn't have the same gift that I have, but
She has a gift from the Frostmaiden nonetheless.
she definitely has been blessed by her.
Okay.
Hold on.
It sounds fake, but okay.
By the way, you can tell, with your insight check, this man is definitely lying about one of the things he said during all of that.
Oh god, no, 2 truths and a lie.
It's
Two truths.
he
literally
was a
told me
little
2 truths and a lie.
hesitant when he was talking about how long he's been able to do it.
Yeah, I thought that's the lie. I think the other 2 things are the truth. Okay, I'm
As
gonna...
well as you're not entirely sure what he either knows or thinks he knows about Siobhan.
Okay. So he's a bit iffy on it, and I
He's
can
a
tell
little
that
bit
he's a bit
iffy on
iffy.
everything. You just can't put exactly
Okay.
what it is that he's iffy about.
I'm a bit iffy on him being iffy.
There you go.
Okay. Okay, well, and because of this powers, I'm assuming you can do the teleporting around and the frost swords, and you're resistant to all holds.
Are you asking him that about Siobhan?
Yeah, I'm asking him about him.
Oh, about him? He's like, oh, of course. The Aurelius tasked me tasked me with tasks. And these gifts are part of that.
Alright. And so this job with the caravan is just a front, or is it just a day job?
I like to think of it as a day job. Pays the bills, pays for the alcohol.
Wouldn't the front and the day job be the same thing?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, kind of. One's you just
One you
using
care
the
about
front.
a little less.
He's
Yeah.
But he will I'm going to send you a message on Zoom because he comes in
On
close and whispers something only to you.
Oh,
Only
it's Zoom.
you.
Yeah, Zoom has its own chat,
Yeah. Okay.
and I need to put it in its own little menu so I don't, there we go, so it doesn't throw my cameras all over the place. There we go.
Okay. So if it's just the chat one for me.
Yeah. Please. He whispers that to you and then like leans back and then just smiles and goes,
So does my insight tell me if I know that's true or not, or does that another check?
roll me another one because one thing he was doing one thing he was trying to. You don't know if he was trying to tell the truth or lie last time. You don't know if he's trying to do this time.
Okay,
Let me,
this
see.
is-
Fire.
Let me see what I get with my counter roll.
My double jump is, I think.
Okay. This is interesting.
Actually, no, since I don't have a separate roll for between persuasion and
Deception.
straight coverage. No, you think he's telling the truth on that one? He seems pretty forthcoming about that. And but he also finishes afterwards going, I don't think it would really matter if
The cat got caught.
she did.
Okay.
Fair.
That's interesting to know. And I have to ask, why whisper this to me? Because I could easily just turn around and go and tell everyone. And we're not exactly allies right now.
Because you have your own neutral be fully charged. Means if you press again.
I don't have anything to hide.
But you whispered it to me.
I like to
Yeah,
sow a
I
little
get your
distrust in you
And then you're
and
down
you
to
and your
get that.
friends. It's fun. You guys are giving me so much entertainment as it is.
I can maneuver.
Why not make it
That's
better?
You can move between jumps.
Alright. I mean, I would ask you while you're still here with us, but apparently you don't even seem to know.
What's that? You're
Oh,
down
like-
to
Good.
Oh, I am second guessing it, but it doesn't matter if you take me in. I'll get out.
Yeah, his dog is pretty good.
This is a
He isn't
setback.
actually that good because that entire tail. is
Why,
like-
why risk getting hurt when I can just
Yeah, they're called big.
This
Spend a
is
couple
just
days
taking
in
a
jail.
lot.
just come off my back?
Alright. Okay, Thanks for being so forthcoming.
What are friends for?
I don't know yet.
And
And he'll
What a
like
play
lean back against the
conversation.
wall and because he's just sitting in like a corner or something.
Is the villain teaching the robot to love?
Oh my gosh.
The villain is teaching the robot to distrust everything.
Same difference.
He's a big part, but he's not the only thing right now. Also,
What's love without backstabbing and paranoia?
good point. Well, I'm guessing Silsa's at this point like fully passed out now that everything's calmed down.
Yeah. So, are you trying the fight to stay awake there, Siobhan?
No, I'm probably just gonna go to sleep. But I want a word with her. One thing, right quick.
Oh,
before
thing on
going
your shoulder.
out. Yeah.
Okay.
Like front and center.
Mm-hmm. Oh, she'll like flitter off. Like,
I'm making another guess of your fucking true name. I get it right. I can make you do whatever I want and make you fuck off forever, right? That's how it works with outsiders or whatever.
she like looks at herself and goes, I think you got me confused with something else. You're stuck with me.
Ooh.
Fine.
Until you fix that little attitude of yours.
Ooh.
She really is just a celestial parole officer.
The rest of you, if anyone, like, I guess if Dormark, you would probably see this just because you're.
I went into a room by myself.
Oh, never mind.
So I don't hear her say anything.
You don't hear
Okay.
anything then. But she's like,
Fuck.
she's supposed to be like pretty much like the cutesy version of Venom. Like, you're stuck with me.
I just want like a pink Venom now with cherry blossoms all over him.
And little pixie wings.
Fuck it. And I go to sleep.
And you just see her shake her head like, mortals. Alright. Alright, so the morning comes. I'm just gonna. You guys get your long rest. Is there anyone that. I don't think anyone really cast anything or had any health missing that they needed.
I casted Shield of Faith, so I get that back. And
But,
I get two. I have to reapply my +1 as well to whatever I want.
You want to use your jumps?
Alright.
So I'm gonna in the morning. I'm gonna go to Silsa and say, "Do you want me to buff up your armor or your weapon?
You don't just want to jump immediately up.
Wait, what?
I can buff up your armor or your weapon. I can do one of the two.
I guess armor.
Okay, well, I'm gonna apply the +1 to her armor, so she still remains with her armor at +1.
Nice.
Because at the end of every long rest, or the beginning of every long rest, the enchantment fades, but at the end of a long rest, I can reapply it.
Oh,
So
cool.
essentially, it's a permanent +1, but if I go out somewhere else, it'll quickly fade.
I think I'm just leaving it at 15 then.
Cool.
Okay, because I have plenty of AC, I don't need any more.
Cool, because I'm pretty sure you gave me that buff last time.
About when the Yeti's attack,
Yeah.
just to make sure. Okay.
Awesome.
Well, and that's what I'm doing for this morning. Besides, checking and seeing if anyone's dead.
So you all come to consciousness, one after the other. Sephek is just snoring in his little corner. Not a care in the world.
It's fair.
But yeah, the morning is yours. You guys can. You probably are woken up to, even though it's still dark. You probably are woken up to the sounds of like the people that are in town getting ready to go out onto the lake for whatever fishing they need to do.
Yeah, just day-to-day activities from the outside.
Yep.
We should get a quick meal in and then head out before
A ration.
twilight. Huh?
A ration.
I was going to say, do we have rations that we could use so we don't have to go in somewhere?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I have
Just a-
rations.
Everyone should have 10 rations. That's like a starting base. Actually, I think we should have 9 because didn't we use one when we were out on the? Did we not use one? I feel like we used one.
I don't know why, but I only have one ration in my inventory.
It's only been technically 1 day in game.
Yeah, I have one
Well,
ration.
we did
in
eat
my
the chowder, so would
inventory.
that keep
And
us? Or that keeps us.
You guys ate before you left Brinshander, and you guys ate at the end of the night. you
We
know,
ate the chowder.
at the chowder. So you guys have had food
Yeah.
without using rations.
Yeah, I just want to. I think I still
I
have
only have
rations.
5.
And not
Wow.
everything comes with 10.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't have any. I should probably.
Yeah, I have 0 as well, but
Depending on, check whatever packs you started with, and make sure that they didn't.
Yeah, everyone should either start with the Adventures or the Explorers pack or something like that. And both of them.
There's
I
dungeon
started
there,
with
there's like 6 different
I
packs.
had Scholar. It doesn't.
I started with just my gold, my class
Mine-
gold, and
mine
I just
comes
bought
with
things I
10.
wanted.
Oh yeah, and if people decided to take the money instead, they don't start off with the pack.
I picked the
Yeah.
money and just took what I wanted from the pack and bought that. And also a sledgehammer.
That and your Warforged, you don't need to eat anyway. Do you? So
Don't
you don't
need-
need rations. The fuck you worry
Eat,
about?
sleep. Yeah, no, I'm just saying, like,
Yeah.
in case
If
someone
you,
else
if you
might
need
it.
grease, Silsa can cast it.
Looking for a job.
Oh lord.
I'm just going to
Yeah,
bathe
such a
in
good
the
spell.
first level spell.
Can I just like
Korlavra?
cast it into a bucket? Like instead of
Sweet
it
water.
appearing on the ground.
I don't see why not.
Well,
Yeah.
I've also never had someone to ask me that, so
I mean, if you ever want to, like, oil someone and chicken them, you can.
Korlavra is gonna just do some like morning stretches / exercises. Just so you know, some quick ones, just like 5 minutes, 5-10 minutes. It's
Okay.
not gonna be like extensive.
So yeah, after, well, for, I guess, the sake of brevity, everyone can do whatever their morning routine would be. Eat. If you have rations that you want to eat, go ahead. If you need to get food, you're going to have to go to either the tavern and get food from there.
Does Silsa
Or drink
need
from this
ration?
bucket of grease.
Or wait long enough for, you know, the stores to open up and buy rations so you
Yes.
have them.
All right. So shall we go to the inn?
I don't think so.
No.
No, I think we should just head.
No,
just
we
head
were
across.
supposed to take him back to Lynn.
Yeah, but let's
Trobane.
go to her. But she's in Bryn Chandel, so immediately
Yeah.
head there.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
I don't. The
All right.
longer we stay here, the more shit that's gonna happen.
Boogie.
All right. Let's go.
And there also is the 100 gold at the end. I
Yes.
think.
The
Gold
gold.
is definitely a motivator for people.
Yes.
I mean, I don't even know if we would deserve at this point, given all we know, but we do deserve something.
All right. Let's head out then.
Wait, what about this 100 gold? I'm confused.
The reward.
That's the
for-
quest. That's the reward.
Oh, for bringing in the killer.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
But
Lynn did indeed offer you guys money.
But she took a. It's kind of just more than just, oh, there's a killer out. It's apparently an entire plot. So.
As long as you
So-
bring, as long as you bring Sephek to her and not the authorities, she will give you 100 gold.
I was about to say, yeah, so how is Sephek? Is he fine?
I
Is he
mean,
looking at-
Just following along.
He sleeps in as long as you all let him.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Okay.
come over and just make
Wake
loud
him up.
noises somehow. I'm a very loud person.
However you want to wake him up, he's either way. No matter how you wake him up, he's gonna be like, five more minutes.
Snooze.
I was
Snooze
having a
button.
bad dream. What's wrong with you?
Dump grease on him.
Okay,
Gross.
I'm gonna cast Thaumaturgy and just make the ground shake under him,
And I go falling.
just to try and
And
literally
you,
shake
you
him out
do
of
that,
bed.
and he'll be like, "All right, I'm up." Fuck, no
All right.
respect. Swear to God. What?
Dude, just-
So it's just he kind of killed people, or at least one person.
I've killed many people.
Oh, no, it's still part of the house.
I can guarantee everyone in this household has killed people before.
I haven't.
I haven't.
I was gonna say me and Silsa probably haven't, and we would like to pride ourselves on not being cold-blooded murderers. Quite
And this
literally.
Silsa looks at Korlavra.
Or Lover decides not to answer. Korlavra is like busying herself with packing her things and making sure everything is packed and ready.
Totally didn't kill
Yeah,
anyone,
so
but you
yeah,
don't know.
he after he says it, he looks around and sees everyone like I guess sees that and he goes, "See, not just me."
Not just
Yeah, but fair. Get out of here though.
Time to
Yeah.
remember.
if you want food, I should have gone up earlier. Need it on the way.
Alright.
And let's go.
Yeah, so
Right. We head out of town.
all hit the road.
I'll grab a couple of rations on the way
I
out.
was going to say to Korlavra, can you take us the way with least traffic out of this town?
Yes. So I get us there. I at least get us to the edge of town in like half the amount of time.
Yeah, with your
Using
because I know
my
you-
street urchin like specialty.
I just want to avoid as many people as we can, given
Yeah.
that we have very
Are you
unsavory
trying to
individual.
be stealthy then?
I mean, I imagine that I could take us through like a lot of like back alleys, and it's probably pretty early morning. So
The only people that honestly, the only people that you're going to see.
That's not a no.
Yeah, the only people that you're going to really see are the ones that are getting ready for work for the day.
I was going to say, we're not trying to be overly discreet, but we're not like walking around just showing off that we have a crazy cold-blooded killer.
yeah.
And I'm also probably putting on a cloak, so I'm not just a
That's-
giant.
Oh,
I was going to say,
take
not like.
offense to that. I'm not crazy.
I'm sorry, I apologize. I meant the other
Just
crazy
put on
cold-blooded
cold
killer.
weather gear just so it looks
Just
like
pull
a
up,
normal
yeah, just pull up my
person.
hood.
Yeah.
Just like not like. I was gonna say shining in the sunlight, but there's none. But you know, what I mean. Shining.
All right. So what happens as we get to the edge of town?
Oh,
Are we doing it stealthily?
I feel like we should do it
We
self-aware
kind
now,
of
just
inherently.
Did you say soulfully?
Stealthily.
Okay.
Stealthily.
I feel like if we try to, we're just gonna make a
Stealthily.
very fool of ourselves. I am quite literally a 7-foot tall walking sheet of metal.
Yes.
Failure is more interesting than success.
Is there any wood in there? Or is it just metal?
It's only different types of metal and maybe some other types of arcane components.
Okay.
So as you guys are getting towards the, we'll just say, I'm not going to make you roll because it is early. The people that you would see aren't paying any of you any attention.
Mm-hmm.
They're worried about their own lives.
Yeah.
You do see as you get into like the edge of town, like the south side of town, you see like a young man like setting up a little like little like, I guess a little box to stand on with like a little sheet of paper of things.
Oh, so he's
It looks like he's like. I'm trying to think best way to explain like how he looks. It's very obvious with like what he's wearing and what he's carrying. Like why is it? It's like a town crier, like getting ready to start his shift essentially.
Oh, that would be an awful job.
Yeah, he looks miserable. Like it's cold. Even like, he's got like 4 or 5 papers that have like a bunch of decrees on it and shit. He sees you all and he goes, he's like still like half asleep. Morning.
Anything fucking interesting happen?
I forgot the tavern owner's name. Vernon's offering 2-for-1 meals this afternoon.
I'm already walking away.
There's some
we're all
kobolds that
talking.
have taken over the mines north of town, and the mayor's paying them to clear them out.
Do I know who that mine's run by?
Say that again.
Do I know who the mine's run by?
I don't feel like you would, but I feel like I would.
Oh, it's just like I was going to say, like, I've been with the Battlehammer, so I would know. No, I don't know if the Battlehammer is what would won that mine. If I've heard about the
Not
Battlehammer.
that.
Oh,
Okay.
Is it the gem? There's some mine called Gem Mine.
Korlavra and Silsa would know.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Yeah.
it's
probably-
definitely like one of the other than fishing, it's the main source of income for this town.
yeah. I mean, our parents worked like our mom was a jeweler, like a gem jeweler.
And the dad worked at the mine. He was a foreman at the
So
mine.
she's like, yeah, the mines have been the mayor's looking for people to clear out the mine. But yeah, they got that. No one's taken that up offer yet. Vernon's offering the 2-for-1 special, and the boat rentals. They're hurting for people to go fishing, so they're letting people rent the boats for free for the next couple days, just to try to bring in some fishing.
What do you mean by clear up the mines?
And how much is the mayor paying?
He
Weird.
scrolls through his papers like, hold on, 50 gold for anyone that can clear the kobolds out of the mine.
Is there a time limit on this? A deadline, I guess I should say. A deadline on this?
It doesn't say, but I'm going to assume that the sooner the better.
We need to. I look at Siobhan like.
I see this and I say no.
Sure.
Leaving.
I look at you briefly, and they look, and I just stare at Sephek. Oh yeah, we could take a couple days out of our time to go fucking murder a bunch of kobolds in the hole. Sounds like a great fucking idea. Sephek, Sephek, you want to come with?
He just looks at you and goes, I'm no stranger to sarcasm. I live
Well,
with it.
sorry, I didn't realize you had so much gold. I meant on the way back. And she says that like under her breath, like that last part on the way back. She says that under her breath and starts walking out of town.
The crier's like, you're welcome.
Damn. I was really hoping that last night there was an ice knife murder in a different town all the way across the 10 towns.
I was hoping
completely
so.
fucking with us.
I was so when you said the town card, I was like, okay, another person got murdered.
Yeah.
Darn.
Darn, yeah, totally.
Nope. I mean, some of the other things he
Sucks.
has to say, like he mentions the same thing you guys have already heard about someone being put to the stake in 2 days. Or,
Wait, what?
wizard
The wizard.
burnt at the stake.
Oh, the wizard,
They're
wizard.
planning on
Okay,
doing
yeah.
that, and he's like, I don't know when this was dated, either tonight or tomorrow, but yeah, there's that.
Isn't the wizard innocent though? Didn't someone say?
Siobhan wants to talk to him.
He was accused of, but you guys don't know. You're not in that town.
He
Yeah.
probably murdered some adventurers, whatever.
Which town is that?
East Haven.
East Haven.
Okay.
Yeah.
Isn't it
Which
directly
is-
east of Brinchender?
This is.
Yeah.
Look
Yeah.
at me giving you guys plot threads.
Okay, so do we
Which-
start just heading out of town?
Okay, and it's not that I want to talk to him because I care, or that I think his life is worth saving in and of itself. It's that I don't think the ritualistic sacrifice of people, or cold-blooded murder, again, gesturing at Sephek, is going to do fucking anything about the eternal winter. So maybe we could have someone not burnt at the stake for no reason.
Also, I have a really good question out of character to the DM.
Mm-hmm.
What do the clan Battlehammer? Do they sacrifice anything?
Nope.
Okay. I just want to make sure they don't the people that maybe secretly sacrifice
far as you
people
know.
sacrifice people.
I muted myself. As far as you know, no.
Okay. So
They could be, but you haven't heard anything.
because I grew up there.
They're underground. What difference does it make what the surface weather's like, really?
I mean, if the surface
Or
don't die, they
Millennians.
lose their profits.
I mean, other than economically, I guess, but
Tourmaline, they sacrifice warmth, right?
I haven't written that somewhere.
Yeah. Tourmaline, sacrifice for warmth.
Tourmaline.
Yep.
Tourmaline.
Tourmaline.
Alright, so you guys are
Or
you're heading off on the road.
Yep.
Yeah.
I want to be extra not persuasive, sorry, perceptive
Okay. Of
of the surroundings. Like, just head on a swivel, making sure we're not going to be ambushed because we have this prisoner.
that's fair.
I would probably
roll
like
me a perception check. Roll me a perception check.
I would like to join in
Okay.
on that. Just looking for someone tailing us or.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
anyone that wants to can roll it for me. Other than that, we just go for passives.
Okay, 22.
Okay.
God damn.
I think we should be using my passive.
Isn't it like 9?
Shut up.
Oh my god.
No, as far as you know, no one's, you don't see anyone following you. At least not.
I
out of
hate that. Okay.
town. Jesus. Okay, fine.
No, the as far as you know.
I mean,
So,
Very similar.
there are some things you're just never going to get a straight answer from.
I know.
You should know this by now. Cool. I'm only going to do one encounter, just because it's not experience based, so I'm not bogging this down with encounters.
Yeah.
I need.
Well, we have to go to Targos first before we get to Bryn Shander, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. And it's
No,
a
there's no
6
shortcut?
hour? I
And
think
this-
it's 6.
Say that again.
There's no shortcut.
If you want to try to traverse through off the main road, sure. I'm not
Ooh,
going to
yes,
stop
let's
you.
do that.
No, let's not.
I definitely will never stop you if you want to try to do something.
The main road is the shortcut.
You know, I just had a thought, and I'm not the type to keep brief flashes of inspiration to myself. Is anyone slightly concerned about the fact that we're taking the ritualistic murderer back to the places where he does the ritualistic murders specifically much sooner than he would on schedule?
feel like
When he
he's-
can slip away from us literally anytime he fucking feels like it.
I like to hear.
Like, this is an excuse for him to be in Targos and Bryn Shander, like, what, a week ahead of schedule, mate? Is that about when you'd be back normally?
He goes,
If the killings are scheduled and it's ritualistic, then if bringing him back there early, it's not like he can do it ahead of time or anything, right?
Right.
Bryn Shander
If
is
it's
3
to
days.
Oriole.
We can also predict where and when the next one would be, right?
Bryn Shander was 4
you can
days ago.
predict where it'll be based off of where he was going to be.
I'm just saying, we can predict where it'll be based on us bringing him there, and that just might mean someone gets killed.
I'm honestly.
Could we stop him if he wanted to do it on his own?
How does Sephek react to the phrase, could we stop him?
He will tell you the same thing that I, as a DM, will always say. You can certainly try.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't think.
Casey, what did you have to say?
I'm more confused at the fact
Yeah, he's very.
that we've really uncovered the truth behind what's going on in these towns and these ritualistic killings, and we're still not going to the actual law enforcement.
Because
You
they're
know.
in on it. Like I will put money on the fact that they might be in on it.
I'd sooner put money on the fact that this Targus is kind of like, participating in this shady shit.
I mean,
How much money are you willing to put on that?
Not
I
a whole
will take-
lot.
I was gonna say, yeah, no.
I just think it's kind of odd that this woman is like, don't go to the authorities, bring this person directly to me, when essentially every single town has this sort of, it has to have this sort of town leader that is
Yeah, but
orchestrating
each town has,
Oh, you mean-
ritualistic killings.
each
you
town
mean
has
Lynn.
its own speaker, which is essentially a mayor. And each town has militia, but they're the only ones that have like an actual armed guards would be the 3 major cities, which are Targus, East Haven, and Bryn Shander. The rest are just like, hey, if shit hits the fan, we can call up the townsfolk to form a militia.
Right. I just find it odd that, all of these towns are participating in this.
Well,
And
yeah,
we're
but
going to.
they want this to happen. The towns if the towns want this to happen, they want the sacrifices to go, and every town is afraid of this Frostmaiden. So if we were to stop them from having the sacrifices be done, because that's what he is. He's the.
I don't know. I get it. I totally get it. But the skeptic in me thinks that, these have been going on and been gotten away with most successfully, I'm assuming, in these outer ring towns.
Is this Casey the skeptic? Because I would not describe Stanislaus as anything approaching skeptical.
This is all out of character, yeah. But like,
so for refresher on all like the happenings for the towns, the only 3 towns that are offering human sacrifice are the 3 towns where murders have happened. All the outskirt towns are either sacrificing food or warmth. And
Bryn Shander was offering human sacrifices?
Yes.
Yes.
Bryn Shander, Targos, and East Haven, the 3 major cities, are the only ones that are offering human sacrifice.
All right. Yeah, I'll keep quiet on that. I'll shut up then. I recant those statements.
Yeah,
but going off of what you said, Sephek said that the reason that he, like his little group, was killing people was because they were trying to evade the ritual sacrifice that the town did.
Or at least that's why your buddy died. Was he was trying to get out of the lottery.
So if we brought him to them, they'd be like, okay, so let him go free. He's doing our dirty work for us. We don't have to sacrifice.
Which is why we're bringing him to Lynn.
I wonder if the
So just killing instead of sacrificing?
The town guard is probably in on it.
Are you guys asking this in character, like talking about this in character?
I guess so. We're doing it in character.
Yes.
Sure.
If that's the
to
case,
pass the time.
If that's the case, Sephek will eventually chime in. He's like, especially after I guess Dormark made them, or one of you made the mention of, it was Korlavra, people evading the things like. Orville doesn't like people trying to get out of being sacrificed. So I did her work for her. I thought I told you all this.
Yeah, and the town probably wouldn't like them trying to evade it as well.
I'll get out of a prison because she will will it.
You have a lot of faith in your god, and while I can appreciate
literally
that,
walking the earth. Why wouldn't I have faith in her?
I was going to say, just look up and we will see proof of what she can do.
how
will we feel about our Oriel?
Like
as natives of Icewind Dale.
In general, not very good.
Yeah, I was gonna say she's kind
fearful, right?
Yeah.
Let me actually pull. I think it actually says it when I pull in like the creatures for Oriel. Give me one.
I think who do I worship? That put who I worship.
So, yeah, for the most part, the people in Icewind Dale, it's one of those they don't, up until I guess recently, don't really fear her, but more along the lines like it's one of those we have to deal with her because she does bring the winter every year. But they also know that if she had her way, it'd be how it is now, and winter would not leave.
Right, and she is having her way because winter isn't leaving, and sacrificing human lives isn't changing that.
So that the people are sacrificing shit in hopes of appeasing her to get her to leave.
Yeah. Which obviously isn't working, like Siobhan said.
So are you saying we should stop all of this?
That depends on what we all think. That's a debate we're going to have, is whether we're not going to try to stop it. Because I know you and me, we came here on a completely different reason.
You know, like, what I'm really kind of interested in? No, never mind.
No, I'm in.
I mean, like, it's just...
Have an opinion for yourself for once. Go on.
It's really, like, I just find it really interesting that we know that these guys have essentially been hired to do all this shit. Like, whatever it is. So are they evading, or they're trying to maneuver around the ritualistic killings, or whatever? And Sephek's the bodyguard to this person who was essentially given this contract to do that. Why aren't we... And like you guys said, he can escape whenever he wants. Why aren't we going to her? Why aren't we going to the leader to get more information? Why are we going to return this guy on a guess like we've already figured out that they're
I'm gonna
being-
pull.
That's
I'm gonna interrupt him and pull
That's
him
what
aside.
Siobhan wanted to do.
Yeah, no,
No, she wanted to do it alone though, and she didn't like.
Right, because I'm
She
fucking
didn't want to do
smarter
that. She didn't want to get information. She wanted to just say that, that she wanted to say that she was the replacement bodyguard.
Right, and she fucking would tell me
guys,
shit then.
guys. Good. Okay, I'm gonna pull Stanislaus aside, and I'm going to whisper to him what you said to me. And Stanislaus, how should I'll do it to you on Zoom. So I'm gonna copy and paste exactly what he told me.
Okay.
And this is going to, I don't know what to do with this information.
Okay.
So I'm going to message it to you and Zoom.
Man,
I mean,
I won't do
copy paste
anything
it
with
to
it.
you. Oh.
So much secretive shit.
I know.
Actually, I whisper it to I'll bring Silsa over too, because she's the only one I actually trust right now.
Okay.
What?
I have that information.
I'm just enjoying my food, watching this.
Man, we spent over an hour not doing dog shit.
Why do you think most D&D
We
games are
spent
about
an
4
hour
hours?
playing D&D.
Yeah.
This is D&D, son.
Things don't always happen in D&D.
I
I'm better as a
know,
DM,
I know.
Where I let things just happen as they happen.
Yeah, I have to say, this is
I
fun.
don't
This
force
is a lot
anything on
of.
people anymore, unless I have to.
So
Yeah.
so I've told both Silsa and Casey because Casey was being loud and Silsa I trust.
Okay.
I didn't say that in character, by the way. I just pulled them both aside and I whispered in their ears individually.
Well,
See, you guys have that information.
Silsa's not sure what to do with it.
Yeah, I don't know what to do with it either.
there's nothing we can do with that.
I was about to say, should we tell the other two? This is well decided. Should we tell the other two?
I mean, we can. It really it's nothing that really needs.
Are we groove hustled, right? Like,
We'll
huddled?
hold off the
Should we tell?
side.
I don't know. Should we tell? What do you guys think?
Yeah, I mean, if you guys don't see any reason why not,
I don't
to,
see any reason why it
Korlavra
shouldn't.
and Sephek are just standing awkwardly.
I don't
watching
see any
the three of
reason
them
why that needs.
huddle.
I don't see any reason why that needs to be kept a secret.
Instead of somebody you, Siobhan, like, why do you travel with them?
I'm literally fucking forced to. It's a long fucking story, mate.
Okay, and now that they've said their piece, I'm gonna say Korlavra, Siobhan, Morgan doesn't know jack shit. She doesn't know anything about them. That our friend over here is a part of the murders. She just thinks that he is his weird bodyguard. He doesn't know anything about. He doesn't know about the murders. She doesn't know that he's doing the murders.
Because she might have her. He'll chime in. Like, she might have her suspicions. I don't know, but if she does, she doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
So you're
And you
doing
know
this
what?
off book behind your employer's back?
Technically, it's on book behind for another employee.
What do you mean off the book? There's no book.
There's no book.
Yeah.
My God speaks
All right.
to me and I act.
Okay. Then I'm going to pull Korlavra aside on this and say, sometimes people do things because they
No.
enjoy them, not for
The
profit.
wonders
Now
of confusion.
I'm really confused
Good.
because if these towns are offering ritualistic sacrifices and he's being instructed to do it by his god, then why the fuck do the towns have any sort of I'm just really confused as to the sense of this. How are towns
No.
offering human sacrifices when the one guy killing it and he's getting the instruction from his god, not a town?
No, I think you're forgetting supposedly the people that he's killing, that Sephek is killing. These are people who are getting out of the lottery to be ritually sacrificed.
Yeah.
And our Oriole doesn't like that. Like Oriole wants all the people in the lottery.
Okay.
So when she finds
okay.
They've been
Yeah.
doing it for a year, and I'm assuming a month ago the first person decided, wait a minute, fuck this.
It was
Right?
3 months ago. Oh, it was
I did
about
not.
a month ago in game.
Yeah, I can't even say that I even remembered anything about a lottery. So yes.
Yeah, so it's 2 different levels. Like the town level of everyone's in a lottery for the ritualistic sacrifices,
Yes.
and then Oriole's level of, hey, this asshole's trying to skip bail, go murder them because I want everyone to be sacrificed.
Souls.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if we brought it to the town, they'd be like, I mean,
So-
we're gonna do it anyway.
So if we decided what to do that then.
We're gonna bring her to. We're gonna bring
We're
him to
gonna
Lynn.
take him to the fucking woman who's gonna pay us 100 gold for him being there, and
We'll
then
do
what
our
happens
best.
afterwards?
Yes.
Well, that, and
Several
afterwards,
chimed
all
in
of us
like,
have.
who's this person you're taking me to? I was like, I agreed to go to the authorities.
She's
Well, she's
an
basically
authority.
She,
I mean,
she's
she's
very.
old. She's old.
She's,
She
she's
seemed
very
authoritative.
Wait, what do we know of Lynn?
She's isn't she like a town hero?
Yeah, she's your sister's friend.
She's an old dwarf or something like that.
She's an old shield dwarf that has made her life as a bounty hunter.
Oh,
Okay, so she's not related to Battlehammer at all.
No, she's
Yeah.
She's a trollbane.
yeah. I'm pretty sure I gave you the full name. Her name is Lynn Trollbane,
Yeah.
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 not part of
Wait.
the Battlehammer clan.
So this is a stupid question. All of Clan Battlehammer all have the last name Battlehammer. Okay, I gotta rewrite something.
They'll either
I'm
be
a bit-
they'll either all have the last name of Battlehammer, or we'll have like a similar
Variant.
to it.
You know, there
Yeah.
could be cousins. There could be,
Like,
in-laws that have
I
a
don't know if
different
like
name.
the off branches would be named off the top of my head, but I'll use
Mhm.
Erica's character from my other game as
Yeah.
as an example. They were part of the Feather Forges, but her cousin was Forge Wind, so it still had like the forge in there.
Okay, I need to probably do more research about that Battlehammers because the wiki wasn't very descriptive.
Yeah, I don't know all the family hierarchy of the Battlehammers off the top of my head.
So I guess it's gonna be a bit of.
That is more.
It's probably gonna be a bit of homebrew about my backstory then.
Oh, interesting.
I linked that. I don't know if that means anything.
We have like one of those three sounds, but it doesn't work. They're like
Cool.
Nice. I like that.
So,
okay.
okay.
Okay, so are we like halfway through? Are
Oh,
we
yeah,
having an
I was planning
encounter?
on you guys. I haven't had a chance to do an encounter because we had more talking.
Yeah.
Thankfully, I did roll for
Forget the random encounters and combat stuff. We've got D&D to play.
Yeah, we got.
Yeah, we got RP.
This one's actually I enjoy this encounter by reading because I was reading it while you guys were having your little spat.
We're going to have a lot
I
of
mean,
those
now at least everybody's on the same page with what's going on and the
for
plot.
now.
Yeah.
Well, both of those things are.
This is, I feel like this is gonna change.
Whatever the opposite of conflict is.
So
Cool.
you sadly it does start snowing again. That's what I had to roll 2d20s for.
Again.
You start getting a heavy snow.
Same
But
thing as
not
last
a
time.
blizzard?
It eventually becomes a blizzard.
There's
Becomes
another
a
Yeti.
blizzard.
No,
Yep,
it's not.
and another Yeti.
What's the level above abominable?
Yeah.
Abominabler. Abominablist.
The abominable.
Who's
Apocalyptic.
leading the pact?
Me. I'll keep leading as last time.
Yeah, we
I
haven't
need
really
you to
set a
make me
marching
perception
order.
check. Whoever's leading, I need a perception.
I feel like it would probably be the same as the last time, as we haven't had reason to change.
Well, Stanislaus didn't like
Really?
being in the rear. Did you want to change that?
I was about to say, besides Stanislaus's position, he would probably be. up
Yeah,
front
it doesn't.
with me.
Yeah, I can be behind you. Sure, it didn't really.
I
work
can
out
be more in the back. Like I can be the very last person watching our rear, like perception.
And also Siobhan. No, not Siobhan. I keep saying his name. Our prisoner.
Sephek.
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 I
What?
will say when Siobhan was like, "We got to take him back for the gold," Korlavra was like, "Yes, finally, someone talking sense."
Talking money. That's.
Yeah.
That's why. Okay.
This
Yeah, but
encounter
there's a-
works wonders, and I love it. So Dormark, with that 20 in perception,
This is an
you
elevator.
see it. Save like since the direction you guys are going was like that southwest.
Yeah.
Let me use my little thing. It's probably coming from like this direction up, so it's going to cross you eventually, like on the road. You see what looks to be a polar bear with a beak.
It's an owlbear.
An owl bear?
Yes.
What?
Out of character, I am excited. Silsa, I mean Lily, you know why I'm excited, right?
Yeah.
Okay, thank God.
Here's what it looks like, everyone.
That's an
It's so
owlbear.
cute.
It's so cute.
How? Sure. How big is this thing?
Pretty big.
What kind of noise does it make?
I am not going to try to mimic an owlbear.
Call yourself a DM.
Does it roar? Does it hoot? Does it
Yes.
I think they do a mixture of both.
I would like you to just shriek at the top of your lungs right now.
Yet no.
Well, that's the thing. Nobody knows what sounds an owlbear makes because nobody survives contact.
Yeah, no one survives an owlbear encounter. What are you talking about?
Oh,
But
fuck,
And this is what we're getting?
the owlbear does indeed notice you all.
I'm gonna immediately, like the second immediately, I'm gonna like put up my hand to motion everyone to stop.
All right. You with with that perception, you can see that this it says combines the features of a snowy owl and a polar bear. This owlbear looks a little famished.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
goody.
Okay, everyone, I have a plan.
Is it
So-
shoot it
still
with
so-
laser beams?
No, Silsa knows what I'm doing, right? Can someone give me some form of meat?
Meat?
Meat, something that owlbear would eat. I don't have anything.
I have
like
10 days worth of rations. Is there meat and rations in this?
Would
I
it be
don't know.
like
Like
turkey?
probably like hard meats. Yeah, like
I'll say
hard sausages or
it's
something.
like rations are like hard tack and
Yeah.
Well,
So
considering
yeah,
Jerky.
I picked up mine from Tourmaline, it's probably some salt trout.
Yeah, give me the salt trout.
yeah. Did we also wrap up that knucklehead trout to go or something like that? I
if there was
feel
any
like.
left, I would assume you guys probably would have.
Just give me
Yeah.
some meat.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I have to ask. You know what I'm about to do, right?
I know
Yeah,
exactly
yeah.
what you're going to do, which is why I'm kind of glad I rolled with this encounter.
I am so glad you did as well. Okay, so I'm going to take the meat.
Look,
I'm gonna
it's
say
all luck of the
come up-
dice.
It's all over there. I'm gonna motion everyone. Say, everyone, stay here. I'm pretty sure I can deal with this. It's just a single owlbear, right?
Yep, just a single owlbear.
Okay, I'm gonna, with meat in the one hand, I'm gonna pull off my pinky and put it in my mouth.
Mm-hmm.
The second I get within 10 feet, I'm going to use my secret.
Do it.
All right, so
Whoa.
while this is happening, I'm going to lean over to Korlavra. A silver says it rips him in half.
I'll take that deal. I trust my sister's creation or sidekick.
Good.
Right?
Roll the animal handling check.
I'm a bit nervous, but at the same time, I'm so happy. I was.
I'm so excited for this. I want this roll.
What'd you roll? What'd you roll?
Rolled
19.
19.
Nice.
Yes!
Yes, queen.
The good thing is this owlbear was not hostile towards you. It was indifferent because it was.
Yeah, that's why I'm excited.
This owlbear will take the food from you happily.
And as
Oh!
it does it, I'm going to blow through my pinky and use my secret.
All right.
What is it?
Yeah. So this you all watch as this automatron goes up to to try to bait
Does he-
this owlbear.
He friends an owlbear, doesn't he? We have an owlbear on our party now. Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, you watch this automaton just walk up and feed it some food and blow a little whistle type thing, and it coaxes the owlbear and it starts to pet it, and this owlbear nudges up against him like a fucking pet.
Yeah, I'm using my pinky as like a dog whistle, but for owlbears.
How much food do owlbears consume on a daily basis?
I will pay for it all.
Okay.
Out of
Okay.
character, out
All
of
right.
character. I don't need food, but this does. Okay. Can I send them? Can I send them my feet or my secret now?
You could have told them whenever you wanted to.
But can I send in the Discord? I'm gonna send in the Discord now, just so they have the
Okay.
actual image.
The Discord. Okay.
It's just because it is the best place to put an image. I can't show it to you guys.
That worked out.
That's hilarious. That's amazing.
Yeah. So when me, the automatron,
Wow,
got
you
that
got
secret.
a cool secret.
Me, the automatron, got the secret about animal handling. I was so tempted to put a skill into it, but at the same time, I'm like an animal.
What am I?
and-
It's like Bastion with his bird.
I guess.
A giant construct with this
So
owl
I'm gonna
bear.
read this out loud because for part of the encounter, only a character who has the owlbear whisper secret can be friended.
My God.
I hand Korlavra a silver. It fucking
Wait.
worked if he was
Wait.
made out of meat.
Was that the encounter like a starving owlbear? Like
Yes.
literally starving?
And if no one had the owlbear handle it, you could still toss it food and be done
Correct
with
it.
the encounter almost. But you get a
Mhm.
second.
But now,
If a character coaxes the owlbear into becoming the party mascot, you can tax the character in gold to keep their pet fed and happy. The cost for feeding the owlbear is 9 gold a day.
Jesus Christ!
That's how much food an owlbear will eat.
Well,
That's what I was saying. Like, do we
It's a
have
good
enough
thing.
money to like?
Dormark doesn't need to eat.
Dormark
Nine?
could have fucking worked though.
We can't afford
Dormark
9
also doesn't
gold.
need to stay in an inn. He can sleep anywhere.
Yeah, who's we? It's his pet. It's his problem.
His pro-
Dormark's gonna have to go to a life of crime to support his owlbear. Now I'm gonna have another.
I mean, they
prestigious
can also
life of
just
crime.
fish. You
I was
know?
gonna say, like,
They can
don't
just
buy it.
fish.
We can hunt. We can fish.
Yeah,
we
you
can.
can
Okay.
find food. But if you need
Yeah.
to get food for him, you will need about 9 gold.
God, I'm so on. Like, if on Dormark's character, his eyes and I'm quite literally light up. Like the sockets getting noticeably brighter as,
I
like
need
almost
to
like
find
a.
someone to commission art of a Warforged with an owlbear, snowy owlbear pet.
How big is it, by the way?
Adorable.
How big is it? Like, is it a large creature?
It's a large creature.
That's amazing. I'm just gonna.
So is it just traveling with us now?
As long as you keep it happy, yes.
Oh god, this is gonna be hard to feed.
Yeah.
It will if it's unhappy because you have the little owlbear whisper, it won't attack you. It will just piece the fuck out.
Yeah, I was about to say, will it just leave?
Yep.
Oh, I can't send it off to hunt and then have it come back. Oh,
Yeah, there's always
Wow.
a chance if you send it off to do something. There's always a chance it won't come back with you. Or come back.
yeah. I guess I'll have to hunt with it. I think.
Cool. You guys have an owlbear.
Is it a baby one or like a
It's a full
Fully
adult.
grown.
adult one?
This is amazing.
This specimen is a quote unquote ferocious full grown adult. But it's just looking for food.
Yeah, I'm gonna look back at the party and say, if anyone wants to feed this poor creature, I will gladly hand it anything you will give up. But if not, I am going to have to.
Let's give him some of the trout.
Yeah, give him some of the trout.
It will happily demolish
What?
the trout.
What is this?
Sorry.
I'm gonna put my thumb back on, screw it back on. I mean my pinky.
You guys have a snowy owlbear as a pet now.
I'm so excited.
I've been thinking about how I wanted to incorporate this into a literal robot for so long, and I just thought, it's just I have an owlbear whistle in my.
Yeah, the pinky in your mouth. That was a little confusing at first. It's like what? Like is he about to like
Yeah.
launch it from his mouth through the thing's skull or something like that?
I'm like, it's a fucking, it's just a whistle.
Wait, does that mean Dormark canonically breathes?
I just exhale through it. How do you think I talk?
He released his steam vent or something like that.
Like talking is vibrations through the air, so I'm just releasing vibrations through this whistle.
I figured you had like a fantasy speaker or something.
I mean, if I don't
Or
open my
just a
mouth,
spell that makes you talk. Like, I don't know.
He has the thing that Stephen Hawking had, where it makes a mechanical
Or
voice.
Bumblebee. How Bumblebee had to play like different songs or whatever.
Oh man, playing a Warforged that you had to text to speech everything would be interesting as an
Oh,
experience.
oh,
You know,
okay.
either that or a Kenku that you record all of the previous party members' conversations and just soundboard it up.
I
Well,
had
that
a
was,
Kenku party member before, and they just spoke. He literally spoke in haiku.
Oh,
That's amazing.
that's too much work.
Yep.
Hmm.
It was he looked up a whole bunch of them before game. He's like, this is stuff that my Kenku has heard before.
Wow.
So
Okay.
Are you guys doing anything in Targus, or are you guys just heading straight to Bryn Shander?
Straight to Bryn Shander.
Yeah.
How's the Owlbear looking at the end of the day? Is it still ragged?
Well, it's only been 4 hours.
I mean, yeah,
Between
it's the
Tourmaline.
total trip from Tourmaline to
Oh, yeah,
Shander
right.
is about 6 hours.
Yeah.
Oh, so
Now-
what Targus?
Side note, does Dormark need to take like a walk around Targos, or are we walking a snowy owlbear through the middle of
I
town?
mean, yeah, if you're taking the Owlbear with you, you're going to have to walk the outskirts of Targus, because I don't think the townsfolk would be happy to see an automatron with a snowy owlbear.
The
Yeah, no,
counterpoint, how are they going to stop us?
We have an Owlbear now.
You can certainly find out how.
Also, how out of character? How strong are relatively our owlbears? Because I've never actually
Yes.
looked up a stat sheet.
Yes,
They're formidable.
From limb.
Okay, so they're definitely stronger than a bear or like even like any type of bear.
They would make mincemeat out of a bear. They would
Okay.
rip off a bear's butt and show it to its face before it even knew what happened.
Okay, so I just like as a general nature
I
check.
mean, just by looking at this owlbear, even though it's like it looks like it hasn't had a good meal in a while, it still looks like it could probably rip your head off if it wanted to.
You know, owls, not
Owl-
particularly formidable. Bears, pretty strong. Owlbear, much greater than the sum of its parts.
How tall is the owlbear in that handout you gave us?
I don't know the exact heights of a fucking owlbear. They're large creatures, so they can be up to 10 feet.
I was gonna say, is it taller than me?
I
'Cause
mean,
I'm like 6'6".
if it's on its like hind legs and like standing up,
It's
it's
definitely-
probably a little taller than you.
Okay, but it's not on its all fours. It's not taller
If
than me.
it's on all fours, it's probably coming up to like your shoulder.
It says a full-grown male owl bear can stand as tall as 8 feet and weigh up to 1,500 pounds.
There you go.
Also,
8 feet? Okay.
I have to. This is just another side note. What gender is it? Do I know just from being?
You can decide because it doesn't say.
Okay. Oh, that's a good. I won't check now because we're kind of just like preparing a prisoner, but I'll check and I decide later.
Yeah, please don't look for the bear's dangly bits in the middle of the fucking road.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Rude, assuming it has
Wow.
dangly bits.
Well, he's looking for them,
You
so
just
they're
assume
either
the
I'm
owlbear's
not
shelter.
looking. I'm not looking for them.
On this note, let's get out of the road.
To Bryn Shander.
To Bryn Shander we go. You guys can get to Bryn Shander. So if you stayed on the outskirts of Targus, they're not going to bother the traveling group with the owlbear.
So basically, some people need to stay out with the owl bear because I don't.
Technically,
think we're
can we
gonna be
just
able-
take this shortcut here?
What shortcut?
Technically, yes. If
Here?
you'd like to do something that brave.
Just skip
I mean-
Targos?
We're already in Bryn Shander though, so we don't
Okay.
need
You're
to take a
skipping.
shortcut.
Because
It's
I'm
in-
not gonna have we haven't really as it was said earlier, not much has actually happened in this
Yeah.
besides
Yeah.
collecting an owlbear.
Can
Wait.
we put the owlbear in the stables?
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god! You say that in character?
There's a
Is that-
stables.
There are. Do you want to try to see if they will allow the owlbear in?
I don't. I'm not. I've been keeping my distance.
Yeah,
But
Silsa kind of
Dormark
looks
can
worried.
fucking
Like, how do
try.
we get into town with this?
Well, we don't. We don't have to get into town. We don't all have to get into town. Wait, what's about to
What
I'm
if
Wait, Dormark, are you just gonna stay out here?
I might, if I have to. I'm not going to leave this thing. Look at it. It's ragged. I would like to buy more food, but I understand I can't be two places at once. And we also have a crazy murder on the loose. Or not on the loose.
what if
On the loosely contained.
yeah. What if Stanislaus Siobhan and I take Sephek into town to the what is this place called? The Black Iron. Nope, that's not right.
It's the where is actually the and isn't it? It's Norfolk. Norfolk is
The Norfolk. What if we, the three of us, take Sephek into the Norfolk, and Casey, not so Stanislaus and Siobhan, wait outside, and I go in and
their names twice. I got what you're saying. Silsa and
The
Dormark
four of us go there, and then the two of us stay outside, and she talks to Linus. Talks to
yes, because I am now like what Siobhan has said has like made Korlavra like she wants to do this deal, but now she's like suspicious.
I mean, might as well get money out of it. If we're gonna give it to her and he's gonna escape, of course.
The deal being return Sephek, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Give
Yeah.
Sephek to her.
No,
Wait.
I'm intrigued as well. I think it seems kind of
Well-
shady, but you know.
We could go around town in through the southwest gate and immediately try and go to the stables. Me and whoever's coming with me.
You're gonna take a half-starved owlbear to stables.
That's actually a good point.
and obtain
Well,
some food for it.
Is it fed? Is it fed by now?
Is it satiated? Yes. Is it full?
I wouldn't say full, but it's not going to lash out the first thing it sees.
It looks contempt.
We gave it a quarter of a leftover fish. Like I don't think it's.
And
It was
Right.
also what was it like? You said like 300-pound fish or something like that. It was like a 6-foot fish or
Actually,
something.
like, those fish are huge, so it's probably a decent amount of food. But, you know,
It's not.
it's still an owlbear. It's going to want as much food as it can have.
And
Yeah,
like
somebody
it's
go-
not like we can really carry that much either.
Apparently,
Okay.
sadly, clerics don't get.
You have some responsibilities that we'll have to discuss after tonight for how you're going to.
Yeah, yeah, we do.
Yeah.
Yeah, or yeah, you
Food
do.
Lord is a third level spell. Holy shit! I thought it was a
if
first
I-
level.
If I recall, you said the thing you read said you can tax us 9 gold a day, but if we come up with more creative ways to feed it,
Yeah,
then that's not necessarily the
like
case.
hunting.
That is perfect.
I could
You know-
purified food and drink on like
Hey.
rotten food.
Maybe we're cool with Oril, and we found a new way to do human sacrifices.
We're feeding
The
Right up.
end.
The end. That's how the story ends.
We're feeding innocent.
Just feed them to the owlbear.
Whoa,
They're not
whoa, whoa!
eating
They're not
innocents.
innocent. They lost the lottery. That means that the god of luck isn't on their side, so they deserve it.
You sound like someone who deserves to get fed to the owlbear right now.
Oh my god!
This is all completely hypothetical.
Yeah, it's all completely being hypothetically eaten by an owlbear.
Okay, so
who's going
Do
to
we
Norfolk?
split?
We split. Who wants to come with me to the stables and try and procure food? I'm going around town in through the door close to the stables and trying to convince my way to go into the stables.
So Silsa.
I think
go-
Silsa will follow Dormark.
Okay.
I'm going to take care of that first because I feel like it'll be more entertaining and funny.
It will probably be.
Are you taking the owlbear with you into town, or are you going to leave it outside of town while you talk to the stablemen?
Well, I guess we're going around
Stables
town.
is right at the gate.
It is on
So
the
I'm
other
gonna-
side of the gate.
Yeah, if
Yeah.
we travel around town,
We could ask them to come out. Like, could one of us go in and ask for their attention?
yeah.
So let's
Okay, well-
play this out real quick, and then we'll go
You-
to Lynn. And
Yeah. So you go in and ask. You go in and say that we have a proposition to them that may be profitable, and then they come out and inspect my owlbear. And for the entire time, I am
so,
my
okay,
entire
so who's going in to get someone to come out of town?
Silsa. I am staying with the owlbear as I am probably the only one.
Silsa,
present with it.
Silsa will go in, yeah.
All right.
I don't want to leave Silsa alone with my owlbear. I'm afraid one of them's not going to be gone when I come back.
So yeah,
Lover, you realize you just left your sister alone with a starving owlbear, right?
I trust. I will hold up the silver, like slowly, and be like, I trust that he will be able to handle it. and then put the silver in my purse.
So,
Yeah.
so you go into the south gate, to the stables. There's no like actual like names for the people that are working there. So you see like you probably see like
We've met them
a
before.
stable hand working there, like just putting like bags of oats in front of like whatever horses are there. Or not horses, it's mostly dog sleds, so they're probably feeding in the cows.
Yeah.
I take that back.
Didn't we meet the owners? We met the owners before, right? Because we were investigating here. We were like, hey, have you seen the traveling caravan? And they're like, oh. Okay. Just want to make sure we
don't really have names for them, so
I just want to make sure this was the stables and not the stables in the next town over.
The same person you talked to before.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure we met them when we came into town too.
Yep.
Okay.
So I'm pretty sure they recognize
So
us.
yeah, you see them. They're feeding the sled dogs and everything. Yeah. What do you do?
I guess I get someone's attention, I guess. I don't know. Grab stable boy or
Yeah, so like, you're the person I was asking about the murders. What you need today?
yeah, so I have a little proposition. We have an owlbear that we would like to, I guess, store, here in your stable.
Say that he's like, you have a what?
Me and my mom.
Yeah, just
Why did I say to the person with negative charisma?
I can't say it with a straight face.
I know. Like, this is going to go so wrong.
I have a feeling
an
this is
owlbear.
completely in character for Silsa. But
Yeah, no, it's like she's barely.
He's like looking at. She's like, you have an owlbear.
Yeah, but it's really docile and not vicious or clawy or anything.
What do you want me to do about that?
Oh, we were wondering if we could, stable him in here. Mm-hmm.
He's just eyes wide, visibly shaking. He's like, they're
Should I roll persuasion?
at disadvantage, yes.
A disadvantage.
You have like -1 persuasion, don't you? You're rolling with a disadvantage. We're gonna get the.
No, an 8.
An 8.
Oh wow.
Oh my goodness.
She's like, this is a reputable establishment. We take care of the dogs, and then any horses that might have been coming up from south. We do not take care of owlbears. They're vicious creatures. I do not need them spooking my dogs.
But
so-
this one isn't vicious. Please come and meet it.
I'd rather eat what comes out of these dogs.
Oh. I think Silsa will just give up at this point.
This is poor planning on my part. Oh god.
he's perfectly docile. Smash cut to the owlbear ripping a horse.
The best way I can explain like this stable hand, anyone that's seen The Fifth Element, great movie from the 90s, nervous ass like captain. Where did he learn to negotiate like that? That's what this stable hand is like.
It's
Yeah.
Well, so just gonna go back out to Dormark and deliver him the bad news.
You know, I was probably expecting too much. Thank you, anyway. Actually, we still need food. They probably will let us buy food. Hopefully not their horses, but it does need fed, and they do have probably more supply food.
Wait, I didn't really catch what you said.
Oh, sorry.
It's because there's a lot of noise going on in the background. I saw.
Sorry, they're in the kitchen being loud. I need to go check actually because it's a bit more.
All right. On the meantime, we will flip the script to the other three.
Right?
And their prisoner. you guys
Great.
make your way to the Northlook.
Yes.
With Sephek in tow.
Yes.
Looking for Lynn. I will say she is pretty easy to find. She's in the exact same table that she was at when you guys left her just yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty
NPCs
fast.
just never move.
I mean,
She
she said she was
Yes.
going to be here for the next couple of days, so she just kind of like took residence in
Come
that.
back.
Obviously, she goes home at night, but she comes back.
Before we go in, I would like to ask if Stanislaus and Siobhan think that it's a good idea for maybe the two of them to wait outside with Sephek and for me to like case the joint, if you will.
I mean, based on last time we were here, it's filled with all manner of ne'er-do-wells and, scumbags. It's 10 towns. What the fuck do you expect?
Well, first off, it's not East Haven, so calm down. But,
Right, it's relative.
well, if you think we should just show all our cards, then let's go by all means after you.
I thought you wanted us to wait and just you two to have a conversation. But yeah, sure, we can all go in. It'll be fun watching this all melt down.
So yeah, you all go into the Northlook with Sephek. Essentially, just I'm guessing you guys are. He's like in between you all to make sure he doesn't like run away.
He can teleport.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
for what good it does, yes, he's within the group.
All right. Almost immediately, Lynn sees you all and like kind of flags you down and like quick, bring him over here. I'm assuming you all go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she'll actually like get up and like meet you, like almost halfway and be like, and like quiet enough that like people aren't listening. She goes, get my voice out. What the fuck isn't he chained up?
Oh, we tried. Literally the first thing we did.
He just
poofed
teleports.
off. Yeah.
Yeah.
He
He just
what?
teleports out of them.
He's been very
Gonna be
what's
so
the word
fun
I'm
to
looking
watch as well.
for?
Cooperative?
Yeah.
All right. Well, come. He's like, come with me, and she like leads you like back out and like around to like the I guess like the back of the building essentially.
Okay.
I guess
Can
like,
I-
it's like so. If I'm gonna zoom all the way in, so but like again between the can I just move just the arrow, or does that have to move the whole name? I don't know what I'm doing anymore. Yeah, she like moves the. Oh yeah, I can move just the arrow. Good. So she like puts you like right there where the arrow is pointing, like between the building and the wall to the town. And she
Okay.
like, just so it's a quieter area. She's like, so then, and she looks at, she's like staring at Sephek the entire time. She's like, so is this the one? Did he actually do all of it?
He admitted
He
to.
did at least one.
Yeah. He admitted to Arlen. Wait, that's not his name. What's his name?
As it's in your notes, not mine.
I know. I'm sorry. My brain.
It's probably mine too. Alton.
Alton. Sorry. Thank you.
Yeah, you were close.
My brain.
So she's like, so, what to do with you then, Sephek?
I want to like. It's not a thing in this game, but like, I almost want to read like the vibe that's coming off of her. Is there a way that I can do that? Is she like,
That's called an insight check.
okay, yes, I would like to do that. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay. 18. What's this vibe coming off her? Like,
I'm going to whisper something to you.
oh, sweet.
I'm gonna whisper something to Stanislaus.
Oh.
And also, while you guys were whispering, sorry about that. They were cleaning up in the kitchen, and
I just want to say I told you guys this was shady.
Yeah. I said, you know, something based on what y'all said, like, maybe this is shady. That's why I did the inside check.
thank God you rolled well. This could have been like one of those key moments we messed up.
Okay.
She's like staring him down. She's like, you know, the Lord won't do anything if we take him in. I think it's time to put some expertise to use. She's staring at him the entire time, like hasn't looked at you guys at all, because she's like keeping an eye on him.
Korlavra will say, I believe that we had an agreement first.
We did.
No, I don't like this. Like, I've got to.
She will reach behind her.
I'm okay with getting paid. That's good. But
she will reach behind her and like pulls a coin pouch.
Okay.
And tosses it off to the side. Still staring
like not at me. Like she like tosses it like just.
Yep.
Okay, well, I guess rogues are concerned with money, so I am going
you can probably try and just catch that.
Right, I'm gonna try and like catch / jump after it.
Let's do a dexterity check.
Just dex.
So D20 plus your dex, or just click the dexterity button.
Okay.
Or not the save.
Oh, my bad, Lord. Sorry, brain.
Oh, technically the save and the check would be the same, wouldn't
No,
it?
because she has advantage. She has proficiency in the save, so the save is a +2 of whatever she actually rolled.
Yeah,
But,
sorry.
yeah,
Okay,
13
13. Yeah.
Yeah, you can. You know, she thought of like you can like almost jump for it, because you have to jump towards her and to the side to go catch it. What are Stanislaus and Siobhan doing?
We just whispered something to each other.
Yeah, we're very skeptical. I've been skeptical this whole time.
I know you have. That's a good thing.
But yeah,
as she's going to
Siobhan's. Go ahead.
As Korlavra's jumping for the coin pouch, what are the two of you doing?
Sitting. I'm still staring at what's her name? Lynn. Yeah.
Right.
I'm not gonna fight to grab that coin purse or anything like that, if that's what you mean.
No. Siobhan, what are you doing?
I would like to see. You know, I'm dog shit at insight, but did Sephek recognize Lynn?
Good. Roll me insight. You see, I'm not going to whisper this one. You see that like, he doesn't have like recognition in his eyes of like who she is, but you can. It's very obvious to him like that this is not going how he had hoped.
What? Why doesn't he just teleport his ass out of there then?
Maybe she has like a containment spell on him or something like that. Something that is suppressing his ability to do so.
Oh, I guess that makes sense.
You can also see a little bit of like a hint of curiosity in his eyes of what's like. He was hoping, be like, "Hey, you're taking me to the." He thought that you guys were going to go to, the authorities, not.
I don't. But you said that he knew that we were doing that
he
earlier.
Did, still, like now that he's like, it's all happening. He's like, it's.
Okay, well, and then I have a question for the DM to, I guess, correct me on something. Was Lynn the one that told us his name, or was she just like, there's this weird dude who's with the Tor?
She said his name.
Okay, she knew his name.
She did her homework before hiring you.
Okay.
Yeah.
essentially.
Because I keyed on to, she called him Sephek and we never said that. I didn't remember if she knew his name in the first place.
And
Yeah.
she did her homework and then hired you all.
Okay, yeah, because she didn't discuss his name even when she gave us this job. She just said a dude that was not cold.
I mean,
his name is in the first page of my notes, so I assume.
so if
Okay.
unless if I missed a paragraph in the flavor text that she gives you, it's one of the first things she says.
Yeah, no, she gave us his name.
Okay. I was suspicious of the wrong thing then.
But cool.
Yeah.
As
It says right here, there's a man who's unaffected by the cold and has piercing glacier eyes with slick back black hair by the name of Sephek.
Okay.
Tells us.
So, all right. So, multiple things are happening at once as the coin pouch is tossed. I'm gonna need the three of you to roll me an initiative to see.
Oh boy!
How
Oh
this turns out.
boy!
I get to
Me
do
and-
something.
Me and Phil are
Wait,
just sitting there with our
I'm not on the
owlbear.
thing.
Just drag your token somewhere onto the map.
Right. How do we do that? We go to the character sheet. And
No, you
do
don't
it
have
from
to open up the. You don't have to open up the character sheet at all. Just on the journal, just drag your. Token.
Wow, that's a giant.
Yeah, my bad. My character's real big.
Where are we at again on here?
By the North Look. Jeez, all your tokens are huge. I'm making all of them smaller.
Okay. And then initiative. Roll for initiative. Oh yeah, I forgot. I have terrible initiative. I'm a slow boy.
Okay, let me roll it for the other.
You did higher than Siobhan.
I don't know how to make my token smaller.
Yeah, it's fine.
We
I
don't
need
even
to
have to
bring
roll
their tokens
initiative
out so I can roll their initiatives.
because me and Silsa are just at the city gate, right?
Yep.
We're at the South Gate. That's where my token is.
Yeah. I'll put mine
just-
out as well.
Don't know how to make it smaller.
I'm just sitting here with an owlbear not knowing what to do.
It's fine. You've got your own combat encounter where the stable told you no, so you need to kill them and feed all of their dogs to your owlbear.
That is an approach.
It sounds like something that would come directly out of Siobhan's mouth.
Yeah.
I
My shit's like moving really slow, so you have to bear with me. It just slowed down out of nowhere, and it's a little annoying.
Oh no.
So I'm gonna, me and you are gonna have to have a talk about the owlbear.
Alright.
This is completely out of left field.
Alright, let me put this in descending order and see what's happening.
Dang.
Oh, okay.
Sephek rolled that
You
21.
guys are... Lynn rolled the lowest. So this is really to see, how things are happening, and if anyone wants to try to intervene if something happening, they can. But I also didn't expect Sephek to be the highest number.
Mm-hmm.
As you're jumping for that coin pouch, you all see Lynn, continuing her motion and grabbing for her fucking battle axe
Oh
Yeah.
shit.
and staring down Sephek.
I thought murder in the streets was the thing to avoid here. Whatever.
Sephek, having
I'm
the
not
highest
one to judge.
initiative, sees this. He conjures up his Misty Step and jumps on top of the building of the North Look.
Okay.
And will immediately, as he reappears, ice sword in hand.
The first actual combat encounter where we're not running away is happening with.
It doesn't really have to be combat. It's really it's what we're gonna see, what everyone does. Because
Two people are trying to kill each other, or at least one person's trying to kill the other,
yeah,
and not just a yeti we're running away from.
yeah. I forgot your character,
Okay.
Korlavra. You see this happening, you just catch the coin purse, and you turn to see Lynn with her battle axe in hand and Sephek teleporting away.
Oh!
What's wrong?
They teleported away.
He's on
Oh,
the
but
roof.
only to the roof. Only to the roof. He's still there.
Yeah,
I can't. I'm in full gear. I can't climb a roof.
Throw a sword at it.
I don't have a sword. I have my halberd. I could throw that.
Korlavra is gonna check the coin purse.
it is definitely filled with coin.
Like, but gold though? It's
Yeah,
filled with
it's filled with
gold? Like, and does it feel about 100 pieces
It
worth
is-
of gold?
It feels
It is legit gold. It is 100
It
pieces of
feels
gold.
like a cold coin purse full of gold.
Yeah,
Okay.
whatever. She's gonna murder this dude. Did she underpay us?
Yeah, like, that's Korlavra's first priority. And then I guess second priority,
You're back.
because, I mean, I was friends with Alton,
Mm-hmm.
I guess I will take a dagger out. I have 2 of these MFers, right? Yeah. I will take a dagger out and I will throw it non-lethally. Like, I'm not trying to like hit him in the heart or anything. Maybe like a lung puncture.
Non-lethal dagger stab.
Yeah.
To the
and
lung. To
Throw
the
it.
lung.
Yeah.
All right, roll attack roll.
Throw it.
19 will hit.
Oh! Oh my gosh. Why are my rolls so good right now? Okay, right. I need to... Wait, is it different damage because I threw it?
No, same damage.
No.
Do I get sneak attack?
No,
you do
they
not.
see you.
How does sneak attack work?
That you have to be sneaking, then they and
Okay.
You have to
undetected.
have an ally within 5 feet of him, or you have to be a surprise attack. But he has his sword drawn, like he saw shit going down.
Okay.
So there's
Or
no
have
sneak
advantage
attack.
for some other reason.
And I will yell, really? Do you have to run away right now? Where is your integrity?
Right
Honor
after you
among
stab
thieves.
him.
Yeah, as you throw a dagger at him,
Honor among thieves.
Stanislaus, you and being skeptical of this whole thing, you just see this going down. What are you doing? You're muted.
There's not much I can do. I mean, like, I'm a dude in essentially chainmail armor with a big halberd, and I have 0 dexterity. I can't really scale. I'm not going to throw my prized weapon at them.
I really regret not.
Can I alert?
Did you not take the javelins?
Oh, no, I do have the javelins. But do I
Have
want to
any
throw
spells?
javelins?
Not at first level, no.
No.
Yeah, no. If me or you were
let's
there, we
see.
could be spellcasting.
I do have I should have javelins, or did I not take the javelins? Oh God, Casey.
This is
Oh, God.
Yeah, no.
Uh,
This is.
Yeah, I didn't take the
Oh,
javelins. I opted for a second weapon. I have a Morning Star. I do have a dagger, but
You can
no
give, like-
javelins.
Oh God.
Can I? Well, if they only teleported to the roof, they really can't go far. Can I alert the guards?
Yeah, I mean, there would be guards, actually, probably nearby, just because the gate is right there.
Okay. How would would I have to roll for that? Like, what would I be able to do to like?
You can, like, run over towards the gate and, like, pretty much just yell and be like, oh, whatever you want to yell.
Okay, guards! These 2 fugitives who are conspiring to murder are on the loose. They're on the roofs. Set
Wait,
your arrows
2?
upon them. Yeah,
2?
2. I said 2.
Are you relying on someone going us up after him and getting shot down?
I'm sorry.
But there's only one up there. It's only.
Oh, I thought they both teleported to the roof.
No, just Sephek.
Just
Oh.
No. Len is still on the ground.
Okay,
Lynn
I'm
is,
so
Lynn is
confused.
probably, like, 6 or 7 feet away from you on the ground.
Oh, I'm sorry. I totally misread that. I thought they both teleported to the roof together.
She pulled out her axe, and because he had a higher initiative, he saw what was going down and teleported away.
Okay, I'm actually then scratch all that. I'm actually going to continue to go after Lynn. I'm going to go after Lynn then.
Well, why are you going after Lynn?
Because Lynn is clearly like involved in this treachery, and I can't do anything to stop him. Like,
we were working for Lynn though.
we under false pretense.
Who we don't know of? I mean, she hasn't lied to us that we know of yet. There's nothing she said. She said we're suspicious of this person.
I mean, I guess
Maybe
the false
behind the
pretense
murders.
is just that she wanted to straight up murder the guy when she got the chance.
No, but did you guys not remember? Her saying to him, "Why don't we put your skills toward good use in
She
the
was saying-
tavern?"
She said, "Let's put
She
expertise
said, why
to
don't we
use."
put these skills to good use?
These skills to good use,
Actually-
murdering skills.
I think it was like her and our general violent dirtbag abilities.
Yeah, she wants to kill him. She doesn't want to kill
Okay.
you guys.
I'm sorry, because like that, because
But again, that doesn't mean that Stanny didn't jump to that conclusion.
yeah, I totally did jump to that conclusion. By the way, as everything's synced up. But yeah, no, I'll yell for the guards then. Sorry. I'll yell for the guards that there is one person on the roof that is a conspirator of murder most foul.
Murder most foul.
I love that.
Yeah, you will definitely get a guard or two's attention.
Release your arrows upon him. Do not let him escape.
Yeah, they will all like. They'll be
The
like
sheriff of Markarth wants to speak with him.
What you want about? What you want about? And like look up and see Sephek in ice dagger in ice sword in hand. And I don't know if I have like just a token for guards, but I think I'm gonna have to roll an initiative for them for him to raise the fucking alarm. Of an ice sword that matches, people have been dying from ice in their fucking chest.
If this alarm goes off, would we be able to hear it from the south gate?
Okay, so after we and all the way across town.
Yeah, you guys are on the opposite side of the city, right? Is that what the map
Well,
says?
Yeah.
we're at the southeast gate.
Yeah.
You guys are at Northlook.
Hold on.
How far can an elevator go?
I need to pull this out for the fucking town guard. Jesus. I wish I had like a battle map for this town.
Yeah.
But we could do this theater of the mind style.
Yeah, it's weird that adventures usually don't include battle maps for towns.
Oh, well, lucky you. He rolled a 12, so he gets to go directly after you. So yeah, the guard will see what you're pointing at and will immediately take a horn and blow like the alarm horn.
Does that reach all the way across town?
I mean, once one person blows it, it's going to do like a daisy chain of other people that hear it. They're going to blow it.
Okay. So how long does it take for us to hear it? So I want to know how.
It's going to take a round or two before it makes it all the way around.
Okay. So
And
it's
in the
gonna be
meantime,
a while.
Siobhan, you have Lynn in front of you and a Sephek above you.
Yeah. I mean, I could fucking blast him. I don't
Also,
really
how is
want to.
Siobhan Sephek looking? Is he?
Sephek has taken almost no damage.
Yeah, he
Okay.
got daggered a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
But he has been attacked by people who are technically my companions. So what I wanted to do, I can't do.
You can't charm
Well,
person
I
anymore.
can. It'll be less effective.
You tried charm person again?
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, because you only have charm person and I get this armor.
Yeah. I mean, there's a
Yeah, this EB, of course.
So what are you doing? Because it's starting to get a little late, so I want to see when I get through a round or two of initiative. before we
Yeah.
call it.
fuck it. Go ahead and have Sephek make a wisdom save at advantage.
A wisdom saving throw?
Yeah.
Alright.
Please.
He has a very high wisdom. That's a double 19s there, buddy.
Okay.
Oh, he has a 13 this month.
So I tried to like catch his eye and be like, find me to him, and it just brushes off. It's like, well, that didn't work.
Alright. It is Lynn's turn. Lynn saying that, she's a dwarf on the ground level and Sephek is high above you all.
Oh,
She,
yeah,
like-
maybe we could have had him in a fucking enclosed space if you wanted to murder him.
She scowls at you,
Have
scowls
you
at
thought
him.
Have you thought a little bit about fucking subterfuge?
Grabs her a second axe, which this one is a small hand axe. Looks at you as you're talking shit and thinks about throwing it at you for a second. Just a split second. Before she
Fair.
launches it into Sephek. I rolled a fucking 9. I also need to take this off of whisper rolls. There we go.
Sephek's gone. He's gonna miss his to another building. It's just
Here's where I get to have some fun.
unless he kills you guys.
Sephek will do you all see a few things happen with Sephek. One, since I guess you're all kind of looking in his general direction, you see like that dagger that Korlavra throw at him, like push itself out of his skin, and that part of like that hole like ice up, and then become normal skin again.
That's not great.
No, as he regenerates his hit points.
Terrible.
Well, so he
will
impervious to harm.
He will jump down from where he is and do like the whole like yaw onto Lynn.
Oh, thank God.
He has to attack twice. 11 and a 14. I don't know if any of them hit her. Oh, they both hit her. Oh, damn.
Really?
Wow, her AC is crap.
Doesn't she have a shield?
She had her axe and another axe.
And she's not wearing
that's
any
fair.
armor?
And my axe.
So she takes... Wow. 30 hit points of damage from those two attacks. He looks at you all and calls you all fools. He's just like, you fools. And as his bonus, Misty steps away.
And is he like gone?
Yeah,
Only
because
30 feet max.
30 feet max. Do you know what's within his 30 feet of range? The other side of the fucking wall of the town.
Yeah.
So, out here.
Yeah, so he gone.
Yeah, so he like teleports like here because you're all like they're all like right by this little this little alcove right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is she on the ground or is she still standing?
He took her to very spicy in one move.
Okay.
So she's almost dead.
I feel like we would have been more effective if we just stayed outside of the north gate.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
that is...
he fucked her up, called you all fools, and Misty stepped away.
I did not think this was
shoe
going to go into
fits.
combat.
Whoa, how did you get the spell card to come out like that?
I clicked on it. I don't know.
Oh, there's a...
Roll20's changed. They've updated some things.
Okay.
Oh.
If you just click the chat
I didn't mean to.
So he teleports out of town, or Misty steps out
What?
of there. Just for the sake of this, do any of you want to do anything?
Did he take my dagger? Wait, did the dagger fall?
Yeah, it like the ice pushed it out. It's probably on the roof right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go get it.
Maybe don't sneak up on the roof looking suspicious for like the next couple minutes, maybe.
Yeah. Here's where we're gonna, I guess, essentially end tonight. With a bunch of guards showing up within the next like 30 seconds.
Okay.
Seeing a very injured, Lynn. All of you surrounded by her, or surrounding her, essentially.
She's gonna blame it on you
Looking
guys.
very
okay.
suspicious yourselves.
Sus.
And me and Silsa are just like outside with an owl bear, like, how are we gonna find food?
There is some good news, though. You technically completed the quest.
No.
So you all get a level.
Oh my god.
Yay.
Ooh, get that level!
I'm rolling for my HP right now and
All
see.
screwed.
Yeah. So you all have guards coming up to you, but you get the level.
Okay, 15. What do I... Also, by the way, just a temporary rule to ask you while I remember, if I use purified food and drink on rotten food, would that remove any...
I feel like that's probably pushing the limits of purified food and water.
Yeah,
but
I've looked... Yeah, I was about to say, I looked it up. Some people said, yeah, it would make it so it wouldn't taste good, but it wouldn't give you, like, diseases.
I mean, I can look it up, and because a lot of questions like that, fucking Perkins or Jeremy Crawford have answered on Twitter's.
Yeah.
Oh,
I can see if either of them have answered.
I'll look at Lynn, look over my shoulder, and be like, "Should I? Do I Fine. And gesture over. By the light of the fucking moon, and the clouds part, and the moonbeam falls on her, and she heals 7 hit points.
Oh.
It does say purified and rendered free of poison and disease.
Yeah. So,
And that's typically what hurts you with rotten food. Well,
It's just gonna taste like butt. That's it.
yeah.
yeah.
It's
Alright,
not
so-
gonna. It's not gonna hurt you, but it's
Oh,
gonna taste
well,
like shit.
fair.
Real quick,
I don't think it would care.
So you get a choice. You can either take the average, or you
Oh, I can
roll.
take
But
the
if you
average.
roll, you get what you get.
Oh,
I'll
shit.
take the average.
I'm taking the
I
average.
guess I'll take 8.
Do I automatically get that 3 I rolled then?
Yeah,
I
I
rolled
rolled before I
8
said
too.
something. If you want to take the average instead, for you it would be
I
5
would.
plus 2, so your average would be 7.
I would much rather take the average every almost every
What's
time.
my
So-
average?
What's your
Take an
hit
average.
die?
My hit
10.
die?
Yeah, let me look at your sheet. I'll let you know. Because I don't know what
A D10.
D10, so yours would be 6 plus your con.
6 plus my con.
Yeah, that's the average.
I'm just taking the
Okay,
5.
And I just add 8 to my hit points.
If you want to take the average, yes.
For a
Cool.
D8, the average would be a 5, right?
Yep. The average is half plus 1.
Okay.
Oh,
I actually rolled for the first time, and I rolled nice, I think.
I mean, yeah,
So
roll 7
that's
plus 1.
D8 plus 1.
No, you got
So
7
that is the
plus-
plus con.
Yeah, you got
so that's
7
my
plus 1,
total.
so you get 8 hit points.
Okay, cool.
I can try and also. I also want to talk to you about the ruling of the cleric's channel divinity, or the forged cleric's channel divinity.
Well, you got a whole ass week.
Yeah, I know. This is just something like well,
Yeah.
there's the owlbear and this.
As you can all see, between the inter party conflict and the fact that modules are a lot more story based, I guess mainly for let you know, Casey, there's not always going to be a lot of battle. A lot of
That's okay.
A lot of modules are role playing. Just
But yeah,
to let you give you that heads up, in case you weren't aware before.
No, I'm aware. And I wasn't even like saying it was a bad thing, like necessarily. It wasn't fighting that I was getting at in terms of not doing anything. It was the fact that we spent the first hour and a half in town without going to the place where we were trying to go.
No, I get it. But I just want to make sure. Because sometimes.
Oh,
I've done
I'm
a
well
whole
aware.
episode I've done a whole shopping episode before.
yeah, some of D&D is
The Travis Willingbane.
That has happened.
No, thank you. No, gracias.
Sometimes that shit happens. It sucks for everyone, but it happens.
Didn't we have a fun shopping one though?
Anyway, I'm multi-classing into rogue.
When nobody else showed up,
Are you actually multi-classing?
we had a
Not yet.
fun shopping
Okay.
episode.
I might take a rogue level or 2, though.
That's fair. I mean,
I remember that.
proficiency or expertise is fun.
Like the early days of Strahd.
I remember that little shopping episode of Fela just walking around town.
That was a fun episode,
It was.
right?
So I have nothing to really promote. I think tomorrow, Casey, you wanted to do Among Us, right?
Yeah. Yes. Correct.
I don't think I was waiting on one person that was supposed to buy a mouse so she can play Phasmophobia with us, but I think we'll stream some Among Us tomorrow. Why the fuck
Okay.
not?
That would be us 3, potentially Aubrey, Mike, Brad. So that's 6, Alexander 7. At least 7 right now, but it should be probably more like 8 to 9.
I might be in for Among Us.
Bam.
Ooh.
So open invitation if you all want to play Among Us. That would be tomorrow. We will stream the shit out of that. I might see if Nicole wants to play. The streamer that I usually play with on lately. I played with her all this Monday. Oh, see if she's down to play. Other than that, I got nothing for you guys. As we said the last 2 episodes, vote as soon as you fucking can.
Yes, vote.
Yes.
2
Mail it in.
Vote.
I'm doing
I am
in-person voting, but I think our state allows for in-person early and on the 29th, and I'm going that fucking day.
Yeah, I'm going. No, it's the 27th. It's next Tuesday. It starts. No, it's the 26th next Monday, and I'm going on Tuesday to the Southeast Anchor Library, in Highland Town
I
to
don't-
cast my early vote.
I don't know where my voting place is off the top of my
It's
head.
it's not. You don't go to your polling place. There are early polling centers.
I know, but I don't know
across-
where mine is.
Mine
You
is
don't have a
actually-
set one. It's not a set one for you.
Oh,
For
even
early,
better.
you can go to any one of them for early voting.
I think
I
the
remember-
closest one for me is an Old Dundalk. But either way, that's for another time. Other than that, viewers, thank you for watching, and bye-bye.
Bye.